Good morning, Bowflex family. I am Amy, and this is your total body dumbbell workout. So we are gonna be using dumbbells. We'll get started in just a minute. I'm gonna be using my SelectTech Bowflex adjustable dumbbells today. So I'll be going back and forth between a few weights. If you only have one, that is okay. Just use what you have. And I actually am also going to incorporate my bench today. I have my Bowflex bench. If you don't have a bench, don't worry. I am gonna be showing you the exact same moves we're gonna do, you can do on the floor. If you have access to a bench or even a couch or a sturdy chair, just make sure it's something secure. I will show you different ways that you can incorporate that. But don't worry if you don't have a bench. But if you do, or you have something that can be a bench today, I'm gonna show you some different ways to do some exercises. We'll just be working in some circuits, getting every part of our body, getting our heart rate up for cardio, and then closing with some stretching. So make sure that you have a little bit of space. Dumbbells are out of the way, bench is out of the way, everything's out of the way where you're not gonna trip on it. And make sure your water is close by. And we will start just with a super basic warm-up. So give yourself some space and start with just a march or a jog, whatever feels good to you. You can roll through those shoulders, to the back, to the front. We'll just see if we can wake up our bodies here, get everything moving. Remember, the goal of this dynamic warm-up is just to get the blood flowing and to be working in some movement patterns that we're going to do during the workout. So big deep breath in and out, up, and let's take it out nice and wide. I just want you to sit into those hips, into that little side lunge, lateral lunge. We can rotate through those arms, get everything moving. See if you can get a little deeper to really open it up, wake up those muscles. Walk those feet in, and then let's do some arm swings across. Whew. I am tired today, ready to get my energy up with this workout. And breathe. And let's take it, reach across. So stretch across your body, really lengthen long through the fingertips, turning in the body so you get that stretch. And then take it over your head, just like that. Let's do some little knee raises, just here to here. And then if you want, you can add a little rotation. And then just squat it down, roll through that hip. Get low and roll. 2 more. And stretch it out. Big reach. There we go. All right. So go ahead and grab one of your dumbbells or 2 heavies if you want. I'm gonna grab my Bowflex. I'm gonna start it just on 10. We're gonna hold it at the center and start with a nice deep goblet squat. So I like to hold mine here, but it's up to you. If you have 2 lighter dumbbells, you can hold them at the center as well. We're gonna sit as low as we can in a goblet squat, drop those hips, and power through. Here we go. So go ahead and take your feet about shoulder width apart, weight in your heels, core is in tight, take it down, drop it low, and up. Remembering with our goblet squat, we're trying to get lower than our hips if we can. Drive those hips back like you're sitting in a chair. It's really tempting to bring it forward or forward in those knees, but really try to get low with it. And then all the way up, squeezing the glutes at the top. Keep it going. Breathe. Heart rate should be getting up. Keeping that weight in your chest to keep the core engaged and also keep the arms working. Yes, let's get 4 and 3, 2, last one, and relax. We're gonna hang on to that same dumbbell. I'm gonna take it to my bench. If you don't have the bench, I want you to take it down to the ground. So we're just going to do a row from a plank. So you have a few options. If you need to modify, feel free to stay on the knees here. Keep that core engaged, or knees here. If you can take it all the way up, we're gonna alternate that row, one side and the other. If you have the bench, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that weight right in the center. We're gonna bring it up on our elbows. We're gonna make it a little more of a reach, right? So a little tougher here. Totally fine to be on the floor if you don't have the bench or you don't feel comfortable here. But if you can, bring it up. Core is engaged wherever you are. Go ahead and get in position. Reach for that dumbbell. Bring the elbow up. Drop it down and switch. Join me when you're ready. Things to think about are keeping the core lifted, belly button to spine, making sure that we're breathing. It's tempting to hold our breath because we're contracting, so make sure you have that nice, steady rhythm of breathing. And then as we bring that elbow up, I'll move down here so we can, right? So keep it going. Let's go 4, breathe, 3, 2, last one, and relax, stretch it back. Good work, team. We're gonna come seated, and we're gonna finish with a little bit of core. So lower, upper, core. So seated position, getting that Russian twist, hold that dumbbell in the center, touch it down, lift it up, touch it down. If that bothers your back, you just keep it with no weight. If you want to take it up a notch with or without the weight, get those feet up. Deep breath, deep core in. Here we go. Turn and lift. And lift. Breathing out. And as we exhale, I want you to focus on bringing that deep core in. Make sure we're not pushing that pressure forward. And again, a little bit of a challenge. Lifting those feet up. You can even rotate the knees to one side. Just focus again on that deep core. Too much for your back, come a little higher, or drop the weight. That works too. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, go ahead and bring it up to your feet. Quick sip of water if you need it, and we're gonna do each one of those again. We'll add on a little bit if you want to add some challenges, but exact same circuit one more time. So grab your dumbbell, 1 or 2. If you got one heavy one and you can hold it in the center. Remember, we're getting as low as we can on that goblet squat before we go into that row. Feet about shoulder width apart, shoulders back, core in tight. Here we go. Drop it down, drive it up. So start basic here. We'll add a little extra our second half. Down, weight in the heels. So remember, the lower we get, the more support we actually have for our knees. I know it's tempting to think if I reduce my range of motion, that's better on my knees, but we actually recruit more hamstrings and glutes to help abductors, adductors if we get lower. So get down there if you can and breathe. Watch me here if you want. We're gonna pulse. 3, 2, 1, drive it up. 3, 2, 1, and up. Keep it going. 3, 2, weight in your heels. Yes. 3, 2, watch that chest as we get tired. It wants to come forward, but we're gonna keep it up. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, 2 more. Yes. Whose legs are burning? Mine are. Last one. And breathe. Oh, shake that out. Whew. Take it back to your row. So with or without your bench, or whatever you might be using for the bench, down on your knees or toes, or elbows on top of the bench, find that strong plank position. Lift up in the center in your core. We're staying a square, and we're gonna reach down, pull it up. Join me. Here we go. Reach, row, and up. Reach, row. Remember, on that row, we're bringing that elbow up by the side and then past your back. What I mean by that is we're not stopping it short here. Really lift it up, squeeze in the shoulder blades. Down and up. reach, row, here, good. Keeping that core in tight. Yes, breathe. Remember, you can be here too, or knees, or toes. Good. If you want to add a little extra, lift that leg. It's tough to do, so only try it if you feel nice and steady. Lift. Woo! Losing my balance. One more each way. Lots of core, lots of back. And relax, stretch it back. Push those shoulders down. That got my heart pumping, right? So a lot of core, a lot of back in that. Let's come down to our seated position. One more time with that Russian twist. So you got it here, sitting up nice and tall with or without your dumbbell. Shoulders back. I know, not fair because we just got a lot of core, right? Here we go. Twist and up. And breathe. Yes. We're here. Down and up. Good. Lift those feet if you want. Little rotation of the knees side to side, but make sure you can keep that deep core engaged. Chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stretch that over through your back. Bring it up. I'm going to rack up my dumbbell. So I'm going to switch it out in just a minute. So breathe. Quick sip. How about a little cardio interval? Now we don't necessarily need it because moving through that circuit pretty quickly got our hearts pumping, but with or without your bench or whatever you've got to use as a bench, we're gonna do a little modified burpee. We don't have to go all the way down. So either up, down, here, or you can walk it back. If you don't have the bench, take it to the floor. It's actually gonna be a little tougher. Jump at the top, walk it or jump it, up to you. Core's in tight, ready, here we go. I don't care how fast you get, just all the way through that motion and out into that strong plank. What I mean is we're not doing this, right? Or this. I want you to get all the way back, strong plank position, and up. Keep it going. Heart rate's up there, right? 4. Walking it back is fine, 2. 3. 2. Last one. Yes. Right, breathe. Water if you need it. I need another little sip of water. Moving into our next circuit. Grab both of your dumbbells. Starting with a little bit of lower body. Whew. Feeling that, right? So, just a regular split squat or a lunge. We're here. You're just gonna drop it down. If you have the bench or something to use at a bench, I want you to put that foot up. You can either have the top of your foot or your toe. I like to have top, whatever feels best. And it's a Bulgarian split squat. So, little more challenging. This feels like too much balance for you, keep it on the floor. But if you can, we're gonna drop it down and push up in that front heel, right? So you're here or foot on the bench, find your stance, zip up in that core, everything's in tight, good posture, drop it down. We're only going 8, here we go. 8, low as you can. You're really trying to get that knee to the ground, staying close to the bench. And breathe, chest up. If you're on the floor, this is fine too. For 4, and breathe. 3, 2, last one. Yes, shake it out. If you got that bench, it's challenging, right? Let's go ahead and switch it to that other side, and we're keeping that heart rate up. So we're here. Other foot on top. Again, you're pretty close to that bench, but you're keeping that good lunge form. Whew. Toe or foot, here we go, for 8. Down and up. Breathe, down and up. Keep it going. And up, down and up. Here we go. 4 and 3, 2, last one, and relax. Woo, give your hands a little bit of a break from that, right? So just being elevated puts a little more on that front leg. We get a little more hamstrings and glutes. So that's the reason to do that. Again, if you don't have a bench, you can use the back of your couch. You can use a chair as long as it is a steady chair. Safety first, of course. All right, grab those dumbbells. Let's do just a basic alternating bicep curl. So we're curling it up, dropping it down. Just while we catch our breath. After that tough multi-joint move, now we got a single joint move with just this elbow flexion, right? So it's tempting to think that this should be really easy, but what I want you to think about, good posture and core engaged, right? Breathe. Yes. Keep it going. Last 4 right here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Dumbbells out of the way. Whew. Stretch that back. Let's take it down into a front plank position. So let's go on our elbows to get a little more core engagement, get a little break for our wrist. So we're here, we're taking it down. Abs are in tight, and we're just gonna do some little taps of our knees, so one at a time. If this feels like too much, you can just keep it on your knees. If you can, all the way up, taps and taps. So that little bit of movement is just getting a little more core engagement, staying lifted in the center, making sure you're breathing. We won't stay here very long, I promise. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, stretch it back. Woo. Bring it up. How about we do all of that again? We're getting there, team. Split squat again. So if you can, foot on top. And I want you to think, guys, it might feel a little tight in there because we're used to a wider stance with our lunge, but that's okay. That's what we want when we're on the bench. Again, you can be on the floor as well. So starting here or starting here, only going for 8. Core's in tight, weight in that front heel, down, here we go. Drive it up, chest lifted. Remember, if you're here, this is okay too. You're still dropping that back knee, still keeping that chest lifted. Keep it going, weight in that heel. Breathe. 3, 2, last one. And relax. Oh, always surprised how much I feel that when that leg is elevated. Roll those shoulders back, catch your breath. 1 foot forward, take it up here. Abs in tight, only 8. Last time through, here we go. Drop it down, push it up, drop it down. Again, if you're here, we're still getting low, pushing through that front heel. Pay attention to that balance. That's half the battle, right? Pull that core in. 3, last 2, 1 more. Yes, relax. Hands get a little break while we shake that out. Good work. Lots of work all through the lower body, and then of course getting that heart rate up as well. Okay, grab them here. Alternating that curl. Start with this. We're just gonna do a hammer curl. So keeping the palms turned in, curl towards your shoulders. Yes. If you want to add a little balance, opposite knee. So balance is always good, but it also forces us to engage that core, right? So lifting, you can keep it nice and slow and controlled here too, but Little extra balance for core and balance work, and also should get that heart pumping. Good. Almost there. Last 4, make them good. Strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Drop those weights down. Stretch your thumbs to the back. Whew. Good work. Back to that plank. Here's what we're gonna add. We're gonna keep that little knee tap. We're gonna add a little bit of a hip drop with it. So we get some more obliques, right? Those side abs. So find your nice strong plank position. Bring it here. Start with a little knee tap. And then add a little twist with it. If that feels like too much for your back, you just keep it center. You can be here too. Lifting in the center, zip it up, belly button to spine. We're not here, we're not dropping down, we're right in the middle. Little drop of the hips as we touch that knee down. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax, stretch it back. Whew. All right, team, we are so close. Okay, so let's take it with our bench or with our floor. We're gonna move into a single leg deadlift. So a couple ways to do this. I'm gonna actually go a little heavier on my weights, I think. Whew. So if you are able, drop it out. You can go a little heavier. I'm gonna take mine up to 15s, I think. We're strong, we can do it. So stagger your feet, 1 foot back. If you don't feel comfortable with the balance, I want you to keep it in what we call a kickstand deadlift. So you got a little bit of support there. If you can, we're going to take it to here. If you have that bench, I want you to use that bench for a focus point, right? Or anything for a focus point. But weight in that front heel, other foot back, take it here, shoulders back, deadlift one side, here and up. So we're here and up. If you can, weight in that heel. The front knee has a bend. It's not locked out, right? We'll keep it short. Kickstand or one leg. And breathe. 2 more, you got it. Last one. Relax, right? Are we feeling that? Stretch that out. Let's go same thing. Other side, kickstand, take it here, use the bench as your focal point, weight in the heel. Here we go. Down and up. So it's a hinge. I'm bending at the waist. It's not a squat. Breathe. And it's not a drop, right? Everything is working through that front leg, but specifically hamstrings and glutes, and down through the back. 2 more. Last one, nice and steady. Woo! And relax. That happens, right? I'm just gonna pretend like I did that on purpose to show you that we're working our balance, and that is part of it, right? All right, team, stretch that out. I'm gonna move my bench. So we are coming into a chest press. We're gonna do it to engage a little bit more triceps. If you don't have a bench, you just take it right down to the floor. I'm gonna move it. What I love about this Bowflex one is it rolls. Whew. Let's see if I can stay with these 15s. I don't know, it's been a while since I've done them on a bench press. So take yourself all the way down. Again, if you don't have a bench, you just stay on the floor. Feet can be up or down. I'm short, so I actually like to have my feet up, but you can take them wherever you want. So watch me, we're gonna turn them in at the top, and we're gonna drop it down. So we get a little extra squeeze for the chest, and a little extra tries. Core is engaged, bring that in. Here we go. Up and in, down and out. And breathe, yes, strong, and down. You keep going. Watch me, this is what your arms are doing. We're turning them in and turning them down. So we get that regular chest press, a little extra tries, a little extra squeeze for the chest and shoulders, and make sure that core is working. 4 more. 4, and down. 3, 2, last one, and relax. If you can, drop those dumbbells down wherever you are. Open up your chest, and we're just gonna bring the feet up. So if you have a bench, you can grab it behind right here. If you don't, you can bring those hands underneath. We're just gonna do a little lift to the ceiling, a little extend out. Little lift and extend it out. So I want you to think you're trying to put footprints on the ceiling, so lift those hips up and then extend out without arching that back, right? Little lift and out. Again, if you do have a bench, and breathe. I want you to grab on. It's very slow and controlled. We're not using momentum. I want you to use that deep core and really engage. Your movement is coming from the core. All of our movement comes from the core, but especially these specific core exercises. And breathe. One more each way. Up. Last one. And relax. Woo! Bring it up. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. We are so close, team. Just a couple minutes. I'm just gonna move this forward. Go ahead and grab your dumbbells for that last set of your deadlift. I'm gonna keep my bench here and just slide back. You can still see me, right? All right, kickstand or all the way up one leg. Here we go, only 8. Bring it up and down. Good, keep it going. One leg if you can. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Quick little stretch into that. Let's get that other leg. Roll those shoulders back. Foot back for kickstand. Start here. Then we'll take it 1. Here we go. Down and up. And breathe. Little lift and up. Last 4. 4. Balance. So if you got that bench, you can actually use it as your stopping point. 2. 1 more. Relax. Go ahead and bring it down on the floor or your mat or on your bench. This time, let's keep those elbows in, and we're gonna get a close grip press. Last time, a little more tries. Elbows down, straight up. Core is engaged. Let me show you what that looks like. Woo! I had to use my core getting up there. Elbows come right by your side and then push straight up. So again, it's a chest press, but we're getting a lot more tries as we go straight up. Don't forget about keeping that core engaged. Here we go. 4, and up. 3, 2, last one, and relax. Drop it all the way down. Open up your chest. Grab it here. Take it up right here. So up, and then if you can, both legs out. Little lift. Both legs out. If you're on the floor for this, it's looking about the same, right? A little lift and take it out. You just might want to have your hands by your sides or underneath your hips. So close. Keep it going. Finish strong for your core. 4, and out. 3, 2, last one, and relax. How do you feel, team? Big stretch over, whether you're seated on your mat or on your bench. There you go, guys. So, super simple. It's a way I like to design a lot of workouts. If you just want to get through something fast without having to think about it, just pick a lower, pick an upper, pick a core. Little cardio in between if you have time for it, but your heart rate should stay up. Stretch those thumbs to the back, grab behind if you can. Just by moving quickly through those circuits, We did reps that I was counting for you, but you can also just do timed intervals. And of course, you can always add that bench in if you have it. So cross one leg over, get a little stretch to that hip. If you're on the ground, seated, take it here, bring it in. Whew. Let's stay back up here. So be sure, if you missed it, check out last week. They're still up on the Bowflex YouTube channel. Last week I did a 30-minute full body kettlebell. 2 weeks ago we did a full body dumbbell without the bench, if you want some variety in that. Next Monday, again, at 8 a.m. Pacific time, I will be doing another total body kettlebell. So join me for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Whew. Reach it up. Little hamstring stretch. Lots of hamstrings today with that split squat and that deadlift, right? Breathe. Thank you for showing up today, working out with me. One big deep breath in. I want you to grab it at the top. Woo. One more time, stretch to the side, to the back, down in front, chin to your chest. Be sure to get some more stretching, some more flexibility. There are videos on this channel for that, as well as all different types of workouts. Thank you for showing up today. I'm Amy here with Bowflex. I will see you next week.